The Zacks rank, value, momentum, growth, and income all factor into Zacks rank buys.
Boy, do we have a couple of doozy aggressive growth stocks to talk with you about today. At least Brian Bolin, our aggressive growth strategist, does. I don't know where you find these things, but you've outdone yourself as far as these names go.
Right. I just want to see you struggle with the pronunciation of each of these.
Well, this first one, Constellium.
Right.
Aluminum stuff?
Aluminum stuff, right. They make aluminum, mostly for the aerospace industry and auto industry.
Okay.
And the big reason why I'm interested in this one is because, well, they are based in the Netherlands. They do have production here stateside. They also have production in China.
Okay.
So they are global, but the majority of their business is going through Europe right now.
All right.
And right now, I think the markets are telling us that being invested in Europe, just in general, is a pretty good thing. It looks like they're rebounding quite swiftly right now. Something where they're making aluminum, and aluminum is used in a lot of things, obviously. So when your economy is getting more robust, aerospace is going to be a beneficiary, automakers are a beneficiary, and then general construction as well. So that's why I like this name. It is a Zacks rank number 2 right now, and it doesn't exactly have the
divergence,
thank you, Terry, that I like to see. It has an A for value and an F for growth, and you think, why,
That's
Brian?
not divergent for you?
That is divergent.
Oh.
It's just divergent in the opposite way of what we like to see here.
I see.
I like to see A for growth and F for value, but this one's a little bit different. And, what caught my eye here is the price and volume. We saw a 1 million share day back on June 30th, and I think that's when it kind of popped into my line of sight, because a big share day where the price didn't change. It actually slipped in nickel from the previous day from 695 to 690. It really got onto my radar then, because that tells me there's a big buyer that knows all they have to do is just accumulate shares here and then allow it to move up. So what we saw over the coming days, the stock move on 1.5 million shares up to 730, then another 1.1 million shares to 740, 4.2 million shares, a very big day on the 11th, to 785, then 810 yesterday, and then right now I think the stock is trading 835 or so, give or take a few pennies. But again, it's the idea of big volume driving the price higher. So we got that indication in there. It's a Zacks rank number 2, so we know the estimates are moving up. We can see they were 65 cents, moved up to 71 cents for this year, 90 cents moving up to 94 cents for next year. So that's all good. And if we look at the price and consensus chart, we can see earnings estimates have been somewhat flat. But I like this idea of big volume driving price higher. And I think we like that in any stock, whether it's a F for growth or an A for growth.
Especially with aluminum stocks.
Especially with aluminum, right?
Yeah. No jokes there, because talking about aluminum is like chemistry, gets no reaction. So let's move on to Applied Optoelectronics. Optical devices of some sort?
There you go, optical networking. And this is a very hot stock. We've probably talked about this one in the past. This one is an A for growth. Both of these, though, are Zacks rank number 2 buy stocks. Normally I like number 1s, but today I felt it was good for number 2.
This is an A for growth.
This is an A for growth, C for value, not a complete divergence,
right? But
big enough that I like it. If we take a look at the earnings estimates here, 90 days ago, so that was just 3 months, Terry, 376 was the number. It's now 435. That's a big swing there. That's 60 cents on 37. So you're almost looking at 20% there. And that's just in 90 days. That's a gigantic move. Here's the real kicker to this one, and why I added this one as the aggressive growth one. Today, this morning, the company raised guidance again. So analysts are going to be increasing estimates yet again for this year and most likely for next. I mean, for next year.
Not just an optical illusion?
It's not an optical illusion at all. But the expectations are building on this one with all of these guidance increases.
Okay.
Next year, the number has moved from 405 to 498. So it's $1 on $4. That's about 25%. That is big earnings growth, and just in 90 days. Obviously, the stock is moving up with that. So that's something that you got to, take into consideration down the road as well.
All right, well, let's wrap this up before you make a complete spectacle of yourself. Do you own either of these?
I do not.
Okay, don't forget, you can check out more on these two companies as well as other stocks on our website, zacks.com. A lot of information there for you, and you can start linking to it right off the homepage, so get on over. With Brian, I'm Terry Ruffalo.